And welcome back to 13 News Weekend. We are joined once again by Naoma for our social media Saturday, and we are really talking social media today.
Again, social media. We got about 3 social media questions this week on Twitter, and one of them was from Helping Hand VA. He wanted to know what the hashtags were, the most popular hashtags to use and how to use them. So the first thing is there's a lot of sites where you can find popular topics to talk about, and one of them is hashtags.org. But another good thing is if you're on Twitter, there's a trending topics on the left-hand side, which will tell you what most people are talking about that day. But some popular hashtags that I follow are, again, pound, HRVA, which is Hampton Roads. And another one that's very popular is Follow Friday. So people do pound FF, and they'll mention some of their favorite Twitter followers, and then you could find people that are talking about social media or Virginia Beach or whatever topic you're interested in. So they use either pound Follow Friday or pound FF. And then another thing that I don't personally recommend is a lot of people like to link their Twitter and their Facebook accounts together. So they'll do pound FB, which means their tweet they just posted will also go to their Facebook account. And that to me is too overwhelming because it's 2 conversations. But if you see the pound FB, that means they're linking the 2 accounts together.
Doesn't that get repetitive? Because a lot of times, like she says this with emphasis, because I mean then you're opening your Facebook feed and you're seeing exactly what you just saw on Twitter.
And you can tell when you're on Facebook who's linking all their tweets together, and then that's not the real conversation. And again, I don't do that because it's 2 different audiences for me. So I use Twitter for a certain conversation. Facebook is more, again, personal, and I don't like to overwhelm people with a tweet every few minutes.
Yeah, there's a social etiquette, you know, to social media as well.
I discovered the Discover button, and you type anything you want to talk about, boom, you're off and running to all sorts of stuff.
I do not know about this.
Well, go ahead, Naoma. Tell Julie. I'm impressed that I know something you don't. There's Discover.
Yes.
Go ahead, Naoma.
So in pretty much any topic, you just go ahead and search it. But here's another question I wanted to talk about too. How does the SMB, which is a small business, go about finding someone to help with their social media? And again, it's the same thing as with anything else. Do your research. If pretty much just because you know how to set up a Facebook or a Twitter account doesn't make you a social media expert. There's a lot of those popping up around. So again, see what kind of influence, see how many followers if they're using these tools. You can use Clout, KLOUT.com, which will give you a Clout score based on all your social media presence and how much you're interacting and using those tools. So a lot of social media people are using that. I don't really follow it a whole lot, but it does give you a good idea of how well they're using the social media platforms.
How important is it to have a score like that?
So some social media people are really into it. It depends, but you do get a lot of perks for having a higher Clout score. So sometimes it does have its benefits.
What kind of perks?
You can get free things, like I've gotten free, my business cards I got free from Moo because I had a certain Clout score. You can get try out things for free. They have a list of different things depending on what your score is, what you can qualify.
All right, Naoma. Well, thanks again. Another good Saturday of information, and we'll be back.